here with Jordan Clark for our pre-match interview before today's away game against Horley Town. Jordan, we've come off the back of two pretty decent results. You've gone with the same team today. I've mixed it up. I'm going with the team first today. You're going with the same starting 11 as you did. Is that purely based on performances? Is that the quick turnaround of game? What's the thinking behind that?
Well, if it's not broken, don't try and fix it. Is the sort of really. Obviously, I've looked back at a lot of the teams that I've put out, and I don't think there's been 2 games that we've had the same team. And sometimes that's not our fault. Sometimes that's suspension, injuries, stuff like that. But I think consistency at this time of the year is really important.
Yeah.
And we found a formula that works. Last 2, Fort Jersey, we were the better side, and obviously Saturday against an excellent Alton team, very good team in fine form. When we played them, I think they were 2nd in the form table, 3rd in the form table, and we made them look very average, and we could have easily scored more. I just think, why change it? Part of me is thinking freshen it up, change 1 or 2 maybe, but there's no need to. The boys are doing well. I checked in with them all, they all feel okay. I've told them all don't need any heroes at this point in terms of they're carrying a knock. We've got a really big squad. We've got 19, 20 players. We're all good players. So but they've all told me they're good to go. So let's plug them back in and off we go.
And again, a very strong bench again as well, with players that can make a real difference when they come on.
But we've got Jack back in the fold tonight, which is great to have. We've appealed Ollie Allen's red card, so we'll find out about that. But Jack comes back into the fold and will play a big part between now and the end of the year. And you've got others who have, Dyson's back in the squad tonight. It's exciting. It's exciting. So we feel like we're in a good place with the bodies in the building and where the squad's at. But you're only a game away from questioning everything. And tonight it's just about being really professional and being really resolute in what we do. Stick to the game plan against a very good Horley team who are in good form themselves, and since the last time we played them, we changed a lot of players, and Tyler and Martin here have put together a really good squad. And I think if this squad had started the year for them, I think they wouldn't be where they are. So fair play to them, and obviously a local derby, they'll want to upset what we're trying to do more than most, I think, which is rightly so, and we've just got to manage that.
And then, I think you just spoke about Horley. Although maybe results have not gone their way, when you look at their last few results, they've actually had some really good score lines against some of the higher teams in the league. So they're very much competing at the moment at that higher level, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're a good team. I think they're a good team. Like you can't be too emotional about these things and think about anything other than what you see. And on paper, I've seen their team tonight. Seen their squad. It's a very good squad. Very, very good squad. So fair play to them. But I back my boys. I back us to beat anyone in this league, and to give anyone a competitive game. And we're going to go and do that again tonight. We're going to go give it a good go. And obviously there's loads of other teams playing as well. And we'll be checking that, and it's that time of the year where you've got to be making sure you're doing what's right to get the right amount of points and to try and manage the game based on other games as well. That's just being honest with it. You're going to be having one eye at half time on what other teams are doing and what you're doing, but for the boys on the pitch and around it, their job is just to focus on the game in hand and what's in front of them, and we'll manage the rest of it.
So regarding that, previously before you said you're not really that bothered checking scores and where we are. Is it now at this point of the season where that becomes a bit more of a
100%. We've got 5 games to go after tonight, obviously 4, and you need to do what you've got to do. Obviously anyone can say if you take care of yourself, you'll take care of yourself. Cool, sure, that's the case. But if we're in a position where we're 1-1, but everyone else is drawing, everyone else is losing, then you go, okay, well, we don't want to lose it. So you've got to manage it, and I think that's only right. I don't think you do that from the start of the game or any other point, then probably half time, and then more so from like the 75th, 80th minute. And you just look at it and go, right, what do we, if you can affect it. Sometimes you won't be able to, but if you can affect it, and it might change a decision you make to go for a game or not go for a game. Well, you might see it as a point gained rather than trying to see it as 3 points lost.
So actually other people's scores actually becomes into their tactical aspects.
At a certain point in the game, at a certain point in the game. about it. But if there is a position where you can do something about it, and the game's on a knife edge, but everyone else is losing, and you've got a point, obviously it's a point gained. And at the minute, we've just got to focus on winning all of our games and bettering everyone else. So, yeah.
Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Look
See you
forward to
after
it.
the game.
Look forward to it.